So as Nick said, I'm Kevin Kline, Director of Member Services at the Metropolitan Golf Association. I do recognize a lot of familiar faces here, so again, appreciate your support. These opportunities like today that give us a chance to just give you a little update on what's going on at the NGA. We do publish and promote our services to all of you and to our golfers throughout the year, but days like today give us that chance really to tell you what's going on and what we are trying to be able to do for the golfers in the area, as well as you as facility operators, managers, professionals, owners. So without your help, we could not provide these types of services. Namely the handicap service that we do provide to 170,000 golfers throughout the metropolitan area. You are a big source of help for that in providing that service where golfers can maintain a handicap, post their scores, keep their stats. We invested a lot of money into building our own app that allows these 170,000 golfers throughout New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut to post those scores. And through the handicap system is the course rating system. We come out to all of our member clubs and rate the golf course so that those golfers can post their scores. So if there's any changes to the golf course, those types of things, please let us know. As a member club of the MGA, course rating is a free service that we provide so that your course has updated ratings that reflect the current conditions of the golf course. Speaking of posting scores, this Friday, November 14th, is the last day for active score posting in the metropolitan area. So from November 15th through March 31st, any scores posted at facilities here in that area are not eligible to be posted for handicap purposes. If any of the golfers do travel to Florida, Carolinas, California, those scores are eligible to be posted, but not here. So make have some nice days. There's people who will be out there golfing probably on these courses all winter if Andrew allows them. But those scores, probably temporary greens, temporary tees, the course would not reflect the actual rating that we provided. So those scores are not eligible to be posted for handicap purposes. Talking about the handicapping and how important it is to us to be able to provide that service and to be able to collect the membership dues with the handicaps that you do provide to your golfers. A new feature that Nick has been talking to many of you about throughout the season is, I think, 123 visits to public facilities throughout the Bay Area since May. So great job on that. And it's nice that Nick is really getting a chance to meet all of you and hear from you on the challenges that you're facing. And they can bring it back to headquarters and we can try to figure out the best way to provide solutions for you. And one of those is the online join and renew feature. Basically, it's online. So no more having to come into a pro shop dealing with staff and staff being limited in their time during the season to actually sign somebody up in the pro shop, add them to the handicap roster. Technology is a great thing. I mentioned the app. The online join and renew feature has been a benefit to a lot of public facilities. I see Ryan Pearl in the back at Trump Ferry, Valley's Ferry Point, excuse me, Ryan. Valley's Ferry Point, a great friend to the MGA. Hosted our staff day a couple of months ago, so thank you.
We're still cleaning up.
Yes. So the online feature has been great. There are facilities that have been doing a great job of marketing that, and it's really, we're not sending you a bill anymore, we're sending you a check. So all the bills that we'll send to you for the number of active golfers in the handicap roster, this way people are signing up on their own. We're marketing it online. Clubs are marketing it themselves, and they're doing a great job with that, and they're growing the handicap rosters. We've seen over the last couple of years the number of handicaps skyrocket. So as golf, as you've seen at your facilities, the momentum continues to grow. So do people wanting to maintain a handicap, track their scores. So that's an important, obviously, service that we provide in addition to all the other ones that I'll mention briefly. But the handicap system and the online join and renew is something to consider going into the next season to provide to the golfers who come to your facilities. A couple of the other things, the championships. I think everyone's well aware of the championships that are conducted throughout the metropolitan area by the NGA, the Net Open, the Net Amateur, our Ike Short Play Championship, as well as the Public Links Championship. So thank you to all of you for opening your doors and allowing the NGA to come in and conduct these qualifiers and championships. We couldn't do those things without you and your support. If you are interested in hosting some of those events going into next season or following, please let us know. Either myself or Addison or Nick or Chris Gaffney, who's the director of championships at the NGA. We're here to help and hopefully get people out to PD or awesome facilities. Something else that we've done over the last 2 years is the adaptive golf program. You might have seen the USGA created an adaptive open championship. So what we're doing in other AGAs, which are allied golf associations of the USGA, are conducting our own. So we have done the qualifier for the US Adaptive Open over the last couple of years, and in addition hired a full-time staff person to go out and conduct clinics on adaptive golf. So that ranges from people with physical disabilities and mental development disabilities. And this past season, Ryan, who's a Long Island guy, he, I think, conducted 60 to 70 plus adaptive golf clinics throughout the metropolitan area. So a really great thing to get people involved in the game of golf who might have thought it wasn't a thing for them. But to see the smiles on their faces, and more importantly, the smiles on their families' faces when they're out there swinging the golf club, the joy that we all get out of playing the game of golf. So it's been an awesome thing for us to be involved on that adaptive level as well. There are challenges, as I've mentioned throughout some of these other talks, and we'll hear a little bit later this morning from Tom Kaplan of the New York State Turfgrass Association, the NGA, and a number of other associations throughout the state of New York created the Empire State Golf Alliance. It was something that was very important to our associations that deal in the game of golf, whether it's the Metropolitan Golf Association, New York State Golf Association, the Met PGA, the Met Golf Course Superintendent Association, the NGCOA, who really tries to help out on the state level to a number of associations. So we decided it was time. We all know the challenges that are being faced, whether it's on labor, wages, agronomically, as far as chemicals and pesticides and fertilizers. There's so many great things that the game of golf offers to the state itself. Talk about the adaptive golf, talk about 170,000 people who are signing up just to maintain a handicap and post their scores. But there's so many more people out there enjoying this great game. Andrew's here, he can attest to the last probably 2 years of when the lead up to the Ryder Cup that was just right outside this window. It's events like that. The US Open will be here come summer on Long Island at Shinnecock. In a couple more years, we'll have the US Open again at Wingfoot. The PGA has announced that they'll be back here at Bethpage. So there's so many great major events, milestone events that come to the state of New York. In addition to all the other small businesses that are run by individuals like yourselves throughout the state that bring in a lot of money and economic impact to the state. And on top of that, which Tom will get into, is the environmental impact. Golf is in a war, if you will, against legislators throughout the country on a number of different issues. Out west, you hear about the water a lot. Around here, maybe not so much, but water is becoming an issue. And there's a bad name out there for golf, whether it's private or public. It's what are you doing, what are you putting down on the golf course, is it safe? The environmental impact study shows that what is being done here in New York State is a positive thing for the environment. The superintendents, who I've gotten to know a lot over the last dozen years, are scientists in my mind, and we need to be following the science behind all of these data and statistics that show that the good things that are being done. The superintendent community put together best management practices that are being followed and adhered to by superintendents throughout the state. And it's those types of things that we hope through the Empire State Golf Alliance, with your assistance, we can get out there. We need to tell the game, tell the story of the game better, to let everybody know the things that it does that provide great support and impact to the state, to the people who live in it and want it. Tamo Shanter facility in Brookville. had closed down a number of years ago. Just recently, there was a meeting where the community of Brookville doesn't want that golf course to go away. They were supposed to build 27 homes in that facility. The people in the town of Brookville are saying, no, we still want a golf course. So they're investigating how they can still keep that property as open space as a golf course. And there's a number of other instances like that throughout the state and the metropolitan area. So that's a little bit about what we've been doing at the NGA. There's a lot more. Please feel free to reach out to us. I know, like I said, Nikki's been on the road, going to your facilities, meeting all of you, trying to tell you about the things that we do, but more importantly, trying to find out how we can be more help to you. So thank you again for being here. It's events and meetings like today that really give us a chance to see you, you get to meet us, and you get to find some information out from you that we can hopefully do some good with. So I think at this point, I'm going to introduce Andrew Wilson, who's the Director of Grounds here at Bethpage State Park, to say a few words. So thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. So I'm the Director of Agronomy here at Bethpage State Park with 5 courses. I've been here a long time. I've been here for 35 years. So I'm pretty proud to have been here for 35 years. It's been a great place to work. So saying some one job for 35 years is usually a pretty good situation. And so there's the evolution of Bethpage over the years too. That if I won't get too long with it, but if anyone has any questions, about later on, please feel free to come up with me. But when I first got to Bethpage in 1989, it was a little bit of a couple of guys looked like they're my age, maybe a little older, so they probably remember Bethpage like might have been until about Father's Day, and we'll start off in the beginning of Grass and Arcade golf course. And over the years, the USGA announced in 1997 that the US Open was really the turning point for us as a facility, and maybe public golf on Long Island. It was one of the things that's helped Long Island out is when Bethpage became attractive to golf course professionals on the superintendent side. The superintendent, Mark Downs, is a former Bethpage employee of James Fair State Park, is a former Bethpage guy in Green Lakes, Battle Island, our states, we've been able to operate as long as state park public golf courses. It's pretty talented individuals, which just helps grow the game. And a lot of our focus here is not only being a host for having 5 golf courses, pretty unique situation, so we can have these big events. The yellow course is bearing in front of it now. If you ever want a fairway paved over, just feel free to have a PGA tournament. That fairway yellow is right next to the asphalt parking lot right now. But in that event, these anchor events we have allowed us to elevate the condition of our golf courses. And you're also, in the back of our mind, the former superintendent Greg Currier and former park directors, now Scott Matson, there was Elizabeth Windenberger, there's Dave Catalano. They always had a mind of, hey, we have to keep an eye on some of the environmental issues and to make sure we're good neighbors and we're providing valuable green space for the community, whether that's working with Cornell to reduce pesticide and fertilizer use, and just be a lot smarter about things. And that comes down to water use, and that comes down to we have a little school garden with our Northside Elementary School as our neighbor, and we created 100 yards out of play, so it's almost out of play for our golfers. But we have a little nature garden over there that we have maybe like 2 days ago, Monday, it was Tuesday, but Monday we had the school kids come over and they get to walk out to the little school garden and just get exposed to being outside, and that we're good neighbors. That's sort of the message we're trying to get into. We used to deal a little